Hello and welcome to K&K Play D&D. This is the first episode of the Slave Ring arc. And I'm the first K, the Keith, and I did not expect how things would change with these next two episodes.
And I'm the second K, Karin, and frankly, I expect every episode to change everything.
Today's episode is brought to you by Butterflies and Moths.
Let's get those dice rolling! Previously on K&K Play D&D, the party find themselves pursued by a group of Dragonborn, apparently sent by Lord Alasansko, a red dragon, the parent of the one they killed. A few dips in HP later, they're back on the road, heading towards Keybrock because the builder Jod apparently asked Runt to go there in a dream.
Our intrepid heroes find a spot to camp.
Okay.
I need watches.
Okay, watches. Everybody's doing badly.
Yep.
I feel like they would let Frankie sleep.
All right.
They would let Tarur sleep.
Okay.
So nowhere's Runt and Anna.
How do you want to Anna be last?
Yeah.
Okay.
So probably in that order.
All right. Nowhere's and Runt, you both had uneventful nights.
Nice.
Pop everyone back to full health. All
Doing
spell
some-
slots back.
Cool.
And Anna,
Mm-hmm.
it's getting towards morning. I want you to roll perception.
11 plus nothing.
No.
Just kidding.
Yeah. As morning is slowly breaking, it's not time enough to wake your companions, but you hear movement.
Movement.
You hear movement
All right.
coming towards the camp, actually.
All right.
And being the expert that you are, you know that this is not a animal, not a rat or a rabbit or something in the brush. It's a humanoid person-ish. Looking northeast-ish, you see a wood elf coming towards you.
A wood elf.
Mm-hmm. Which is kind of strange because you're in the plains. You're in grasslands right now.
Well, they could have been in a forest 5 miles away and we wouldn't know.
That's true. Now this wood elf, she has ebony black skin, flashing green eyes, almost burning. Short, cut, curly black hair. But her face is gaunt, nearly hollow looking. Tired eyes with dark circles underneath. She has a bandage on her upper right arm and dried blood lines going along her right forearm. She's dressed in old leather armor and a tattered skirt. She has a longbow in one hand, and on the opposite hip is a quiver, half full with arrows. Some of them don't look to be in the best of quality. She slides into your camp, eyeing you and everyone sleeping. Hand kind of tightens on the bow. Who are you?
I might ask you the same question.
I asked first.
We are travelers.
Going where, might I ask?
Who are you and where are you going?
I am Ayana.
Should I know your name?
No, that is my name. Why are you here?
We needed a place to camp for the night. Why are you here?
Glances again at your companions. I am tracking. Where have you come from?
Why should I answer? I thought it was rude to ask personal questions without first giving information about oneself.
Rocks back on her heels, nodding slightly. I apologize for my manners.
Are you hungry? Would you stay to breakfast? My companions will be waking soon.
Watches you, weighs you. I will stay.
Make yourself comfortable.
Sits down near the fire. Longbow isn't far from her reach. There's a dagger on her belt as well. Not a good dagger, more small. Keeps eyeing you and the others. I slowly wake.
Yeah, Anna isn't in a hurry for them to wake. She has a feeling something's about to go down. But she sort of walks through the camp and nudges Nowheres awake. Oh, my back. I gotta stop camping out. Too old for this nonsense. We have a visitor. Hello.
Looks over at Nowheres. Nods.
Boy, she's friendly. I feel warm down to the very tips of my soul.
Nowheres, you wanna do an insight check on her?
16.
She looks like she's been through an ordeal.
Yeah. Yeah, no, she never washed the blood off. It's possible Anna didn't see that in the dark.
It's possible. But she's been through an ordeal and is actually in the midst of it still.
Can I take a look at your arm?
It's fine.
Well,
But thank you.
can I at least offer you some water to wash it off?
Please. She humbled herself to say that.
Pulls out his water skin and uses his shield as a bowl.
Mm-hmm.
He figures probably best not to mix blood into the mess kit,
Probably not.
so he uses what he's got.
And it's good use for a shield.
Yep.
And she washes off the blood from her arm, and it looks better.
Them talking has awakened the others.
Aha, and what are their reactions to this stranger in their midst?
Frankie is immediately suspicious.
Mhm.
Like, really uncomfortably suspicious. Like kind of wants to kick this woman out of camp suspicious.
Yeah.
Tarur mostly just thinks in terms of, oh, there's more people to feed at breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Runt is still sleeping. He's managing to sleep through this.
Good for Runt. Let's have him wake up soon.
Okay, Frankie goes over to Runt and kicks at his foot until he stirs. Oh, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Kyle. You're a good dog.
Did Runt sleep with Kyle?
Well, Kyle slept with Runt.
Oh, okay. They're all curled up together.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Where's the garlic and the carrots? Oh, they're right here.
What are you doing, Frankie?
I'm not doing anything. I'm handing it to Tarur.
Ah, okay. Tarur, the chef of the group.
No, it's just he's better than Runt.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Tarur figures it's probably because he has experience feeding a family.
Does anyone else know that, Tarur?
No.
Okay. So, there is a stranger in your midst. She's sitting by the fire, eyeing all of you. She is trying to look comfortable. But you all can see through that.
Who would break through her walls the best? Let's try... Well, Nowheres didn't get anywhere. She probably views Frankie with suspicion because Frankie's only a half-elf. Can't trust that kind of parentage.
Mm-hmm.
That leaves Anna, Tarur, and Runt. Let's try... You know what? Let's try Runt.
Okay.
Hi! You're new.
You're a goblin.
And you're a really dark wood elf. Are you a drow?
No.
So you are a wood elf.
Yes.
Oh, what brings you out here?
Just staring at him, flabbergasted that a goblin is with a group of adventurers and seems to be getting along well with them. I am tracking a group of people.
A group of people? Are you tracking us?
That depends.
On what?
You're a goblin. Are you friendly with orcs?
No. No,
Then-
we've killed some orcs, though.
Then I'm not tracking you. Have you been to a village just north of here?
No, we came straight from... What was that place called?
Deska.
That one. I was going to say Declan, and I knew that wasn't right. No, we just came from, Deska.
Then I am not tracking you.
Why are you tracking them?
Deep sigh, and she slowly deflates. My village was attacked by these orcs. They ransacked, ran amok through our streets, destroying our homes and shops, stealing our goods and quite a few of our villagers. I have set out to rescue them, to get them back, to make amends to what has happened.
Why would they be stealing people?
Slave market,
Oh, they're trafficking them.
most likely, or they're going to eat them or breed with them. Orcs, you never know. But I heard their leader speaking something about trafficking, as you said.
And their leader was also an orc.
A half-orc, half-human, half-orc.
So you speak Infernal? You can understand them?
They were speaking common, instilling fear in those who they were catching.
And how did you escape?
I fought them. They rarely go after one who is fighting back. Those don't make good slaves.
And did no one else fight back?
A few did. The baker did. Ruined one of his best sheets. The blacksmith did.
And where are they now?
They are working to rebuild the village. They have duties there.
Duties to whom? It sounds like there aren't many people left.
There is a fair number left, but they have their own shops and families to attend to.
So they sent you out alone?
I chose to go.
Oh, I think I get it. They're choosing to act like this never happened.
They're choosing to go on and mourn the loss of those who were taken. I cannot do that idly. I must act. I must try to do something.
How long ago was this?
Day and a night ago. The tracks are fresh. I was following them last night, and then I saw your camp, wondering if you might have been part of them. Split off to do another raid somewhere else.
Have they run into orcs recently?
The last orcs they ran into were after they had gotten the scales. So before they fully left Deska City.
Do you have any other information, like who they might be working for, or whether they're working for themselves, like independently? Or?
I believe that they are working independently under the half-orc. He has half-ogres under his command. He has a war chief who actually does his bidding like a hound, and all the minions of the regular orcs. He was quite imposing to them. He was not at all dressed like the others. The others were all in their hide armors with clubs and all that. He had actual armor, a shield, and a sword, as if he was militant and knew how to command.
Breakfast's ready. Everybody grab a plate.
Good job, Tarur. They dig in, the conversation lapses while they eat. Iana eats quite hungrily, as if she hasn't eaten much for a little while.
Anna leans to Nowheres.
Mm-hmm.
We have to help her.
I knew you'd say that.
Iana sets her plate down, clean, fully empty. I know now you are not in league with this raid. I thank you for your hospitality. And,
Sit down and have another plate.
intimidation, Tarur.
I would have thought persuasion, but that works.
What'd you roll?
17.
17 minus 2 still works. She sits down, eyeing this dragon man, and flicks food into her plate. She doesn't want to, but she's eyeing you as you're watching her. And she does it and eats more mechanically than she did before.
Nowhere so you can help clean up. Runt, you too.
I kind of like it when a guy gets pushy. I mean, a guy who's normally quiet, like him. Not in general.
Good job, Frankie.
Have I mentioned that I kind of ship them?
No, you haven't.
I kind of ship them.
All right.
Not as strongly as Anna and Nowheres, though.
No, not as strongly as them. So
I have a feeling that the age difference might be weird, but I don't care.
actually, Dragonborns live to be about 80.
No, I mean, he's had a kid. Frankie strikes me as younger.
She's probably near 50.
For real? I've been playing her wrong this
No,
entire
here's the
time.
thing. Half elves, they mature slow.
I know.
Well, Frankie probably easily could. But they live twice as long as humans.
Fair enough.
Runt will only live to be about 60.
Well, that's okay, because he's already died once.
That's true. So, what is the party thinking / murmuring where Iana can't hear?
We have to help her. This sort of situation, you can't allow this to just slide by.
Anna, you can't be serious. We don't know how many people there are. We don't know how many orcs or half-orcs or any of the rest. We just got done fighting Dragonborn.
Frankie, you don't like slaves. You don't like the idea of slavery.
I thought that might be the case.
I hate it as much as you do, but it's not like... At some point you have to admit that there are things that you can't stop. You can't fix this. It's an entire village.
We have to at least
You don't
try.
have to do anything. You can't win against slavers anyway. They always find a way.
Nowheres. Do you want to ask about this half-orc that seems to be leading this group?
I mean, it's always a good idea to get an idea of who your enemies are.
Does anyone want coffee?
Yes, thank you, Tarur. Go ahead and make coffee.
I have not had coffee in some time. Thank you, Master Dragonborn.
Just a shortcut then.
So, tell me something about this half-orc.
Other than he's commanding and the other orcs jump to do his bidding.
And he wears armor.
He wears armor, he has a long sword and a shield, and he has a strange, I don't know what to call it, horn attached to his armor on his chest plate.
I have a horn. Mine shoots bees.
Right. It seems to be a trophy of some kind.
So like a horn of, say, a tiefling, or a fawn, or a goat.
It's hard to tell, but he seems to cherish it.
Maybe it was his mother's. You really think he'd be that sentimental? I don't know, I've never met an orc. Anna, sweetheart. No.
Frankie, inspiration. That's a great response. Iana finishes her coffee. It is unlikely I would return home. I ask you, please stop by to my village on your way north, just to make sure they're getting along well. I thank you for your hospitality.
May I at least pray with you before you leave? She is a paladin. I wouldn't argue.
To whom will you pray?
I'm not sure. Do you have a deity in mind?
I follow Silo.
Oh, we haven't met Silo. I met Jot, though. She's nice.
You met Jot.
I think so. Yeah. No, she's the reason we're going to Stonekeep.
Then it's best you continue. You do not want to let the builders wait.
Oh, no, it was a request. It wasn't a demand.
You shouldn't let them wait. They're still deities.
Yes, and you're still people.
I have to do something.
Yes, we understand.
But
Say, while you're talking, I'll just take a look at your arm.
I'm fine. Really, Master Dragonborn, I'm fine.
I'd listen to him.
Very well. Tarur, why don't you roll for medicine?
13
+3.
plus 3.
You're not proficient in medicine, by the way.
I can't be proficient in all the wisdom things.
No, you can't. There's only 2 you're not. She's been cut by an axe or a sword or something like that. But it's not debilitating. It's healing well. Whoever bandaged it knew what they were doing.
Okay. So Tarur just changes the dressing while Anna goes off on an elaborate prayer to an unknown god. But it seems like she knows this prayer pretty well. She's rattling it off.
Oh, good.
Like, pretty dramatically, but it's all old language, like archaic language. You know, it seems mostly to be kind of muscle memory, and even Anna is a little bit surprised by how well it's coming out, by how easily.
Anna, roll insight with advantage.
17. I don't know that I need the advantage.
No, that's 2 to insight.
Yep.
Your amulet, your holy symbol, feels warm as you're praying this.
Okay. Nowheres is cleaning his weapons, checking the handles of everything, packing up camp. He's very efficient when he gets going.
Oh, he has a plan in mind.
Oh, he has a plan in mind.
Nowheres, please tell us your plan.
Oh, I follow Anna.
But surely you have come up with a plan for following her.
Yeah.
What is that?
No, we follow Anna.
Frankie kind of gets the feeling of what Nowheres is up to
Mm-hmm.
and comes over to stop him.
What are you saying, Frankie?
She has infected your mind. You can't win against slavers. You can't win against the black market. There will always be people who are willing to buy other people. You can't get on top of that. It doesn't matter how many people you break out. There's always going to be more who end up in slavery. We can't win.
We don't have to break the whole operation. We just have to save these people.
We don't even know how many of them there are.
We don't need to know how many of them there are.
Frankie, roll insight.
15 plus 6.
So as you're talking with Nowheres, something bubbles up in your mind, and you see yourself slinking along a corridor. And you hear whimpering and moaning.
You can't win against slavers.
Your lockpick gets into your hands.
Some people just always want to be awful to other people. You can't stop that.
We might not be able to stop the whole thing, but we can make a difference to one or two. Surely that's enough. Besides, do you want to fight the paladin?
Maybe I'll just go back to Deska.
You could go back to Deska by yourself and await the wrath of the Red Dragon. And I'm sure that Paolo would be thrilled to see Featherwhite again.
All right, you've made your point. I don't have to be happy about it, though. I want this on the record that I am coming with under duress.
Fine. It's on the record. I'll write it down in my diary.
Nowhere's inspiration as well. All right, the prayer is over. The camp is packed.
I really liked that prayer. It was a nice one. I didn't understand all the words, but it was a nice feeling.
Good, Runt. Good.
Yeah.
Anna, do you have something to say to your guest?
Which direction are we going?
Well, I can't ask you to come with.
No, you didn't ask.
Then why? It's foolhardy, and most likely none of us will survive.
So I just want to point something out to you that you probably didn't know about us. We stole something from a dragon, but we killed it first. And once, I put an axe into a man's kidneys.
You are adventurers, yes, I can see that, but why would you go on this suicide run with a woman you don't even know?
Yeah, that is a good question. Why are we doing it, Anna? Because it's the right thing to do. So did you have anything that you needed us to carry, or?
No, all my effects are on my person and my bow.
Right. All right. You can ride with me. Posey can take both of our weights.
Thank you.
Do you prefer front or back?
I'll take the back. Mount up. It isn't far from where you made camp that Iana picks up the tracks of where they left the road or taken a offshoot off of the main road. Because the main road is paved.
Okay.
This offshoot is not.
Okay.
It's a dirt track with deep wagon wheel ruts.
Mm-hmm.
It's churned up and all that. Your destination is a day's ride east. So you will need to make camp at one point.
Okay.
We'll just glaze right over that because nothing happened.
Oh, beautiful.
Yes. But your destination is essentially on the coast in some hills. So you start going up the hills. There are, you're following this road that has deep wheel ruts and many bumps, so it would not be a pleasant ride in a wagon.
Mm.
The horses are doing well. Kyle is running off of the road because that's easier for a dog than with all these wheel ruts and bumps and divots and whatnot. Here and there are broken boards, signs that wagons have gotten stuck, and someone had the smarts to use planks to get the wheels going again.
Okay.
There are hoofs, cloven hoofs.
Like marks, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Marks.
Not just hanging from the trees.
No. Eventually, you get through the hills, and there is an old fort.
That is a good location.
Boxy. There's no actual towers rising up, but it's all very square, very angular. And it's in the crook of two hills where it can see out in front and a bit over into the water, the bay behind it. And from where you are, I would like y'all to make a perception on it. Why not?
4 plus doesn't really matter.
Nope.
18 plus 6.
Okay.
10 plus 5.
Okay.
Not 20. Which is good, because she has no modifiers.
Mm-hmm.
Did you say insight or perception?
Perception.
It doesn't matter, because I rolled a 2.
You're more scoping for anyone nearby than just observing the keep. Now, Anna, since you got the nat 20, you see that the gates are broken open and are laying off in front of it. It does have the appearance that there was a battle at one point.
Okay.
And there are skeletons and partially decomposed bodies hanging from the walls.
So we'd better hope that there aren't any Lich Kings.
And from the skeleton, banners fly. They're of a skull-like face with 2 tusks coming out from the lower jaw. And Anna, you recognize it. You don't know from where, but that thing chills your bones.
How would I possibly recognize it?
Well, you rolled a nat 20. Anna, you also have the undeniable urge to draw Nowhere's attention to it.
Alright. Nowheres. Yeah. Nowheres. I don't see any guards.
Nowheres.
What? Look at the banners.
Nowhere's, your blood runs cold. You also feel very angry.
Okay, the question is, are they still in the fort?
You have to get closer.
Tarur, I don't like how they're looking at each other.
Well, what do you mean?
I don't like the fact that they're whispering and pointing and looking angry.
Maybe they saw something.
Well, obviously they saw something. Oh, look, butterflies.
You know, it'd be good at this time for some stealth people to go forward, possibly.
I'm gonna try to catch a moth.
Okay, Runt, how does that work?
Just tell me what to roll.
Roll for acrobatics, because it's a moth. Tonight is the night of nat 20s.
Yes, sir, that is crit.
You collect 11 butterflies and moths. What are you going to keep them in? Are you going to press them in your book?
Yeah. Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Or maybe I'll put them in the bee horn.
Okay, put them in the bee horn. We'll find out what happens later.
Maybe they'll be friends.
Maybe.
Tarur, we should get closer while they're being all stupid and mysterious and preoccupied.
Okay.
Okay.
15 plus 5.
Nice. You slip up there very easily.
I'm going to use my inspiration.
Please.
A 13 plus 4.
All right, you both get up there without anyone noticing.
Including Otta and Nowheres, one imagines.
Yes.
And Runt is preoccupied.
Stuffing moths and butterflies into his bee-horn.
They probably fly out the other end, so I didn't think this
No, they
through.
don't.
What happens if I put my face in it?
Don't.
Okay.
Well, as you get closer, no one's noticed you. You see a lot of pigs wandering around, hogs, really large, hairy things. Not boars, just hogs, snuffling at the ground and eating tidbits of whatever's lying about.
Do they have tusks?
Some of them. There's a couple dead horses there, broken armor, broken wagon. But inside where the gates should be are two half-ogres standing guard and not really paying attention to the outside. They're just grunting at each other in ogreish. And painted on their crude armor is the same symbol on the banner.
I forgot to mention that they dismounted before they snuck up there.
I figured that they had.
Yeah. Do either of them understand the
Ogre?
language?
No,
Okay.
neither of them do. Though parts of it are very similar to Dwarven, but you can't catch it, Frankie.
So the question is, do we report back or do we take action?
'Tis the question. You know, Frankie, as an assassin.
I do have some class actions.
Yes, you do have advantage on people not knowing you're there and attacking.
I would like to use sneak attack
So you want to attack?
with the short bow.
Okay. You have advantage on attacking. Go for it.
I'm going to use that. 11 plus 5.
That hits. Are you going for the left one or the right one?
Left.
Left. Okay. So that hits. You're using your short bow, right?
It's the only bow I have.
Okay. So
That is 6 plus 4 plus 3.
It's 2d6s
2d6s?
for your sneak attack.
6 plus 4 plus 3 plus 3.
And that is
A lot.
16. Where'd my pencil go? Oh, it's bookmark. Very nice. He's almost dead. That arrow went. And he's like, surprised and kind of flailing around like.
I like the way this woman thinks.
Tarur, you want to go for number right?
For number right? I will go for number right.
Okay.
16 plus 8.
That's going to hit. You're using your +1 bow.
Yeah.
Okay.
6 plus 1 plus 3 is 10.
Not as impressive as Frankie's, but still very good. I want both of you to roll for stealth one more time.
18 plus 5.
They don't see you.
12 plus 4.
They don't notice you, but they come out a bit, and they're holding their battle axes, like looking around. Their eyes wide and kind of angry because they've been hurt. They don't sound an alarm. Kind of stupid. But they're looking around, axes at the ready, just like, who shot us? Who shot us?
I'm going to shoot again. And I still have advantage.
Yes.
I'm going to use it.
Well, that didn't go well.
Maybe, well, let's see. It was a 4 plus 5. No? Okay.
Nope. Tara?
6 plus 8.
6. Did you do your D4?
8 plus 8.
You're going after number 2 or number 1?
Let's finish off the first one.
The one that Frankie killed or you? Or shot? Or you?
The one that Frankie shot.
Okay. Go for it. Remember 2 D8s.
13.
Alright. So your arrow slices through the first one and actually embeds itself in the second one. Nice shot.
I have to admit, a longbow is more advantageous in these situations.
Mm-hmm.
I also have to admit, he's a decent archer.
Short bows are easier to conceal and move around with.
I know, but he really is a decent archer.
Mm-hmm. Now, the ogre, half ogre, or ogrillion, stares at its dead companion, spins around, looking for you guys. Yes, please. Stealth checks.
Uh-oh. I have inspiration. Can I use that again? Or did I already use that?
You already used
I
it.
use that. Shoot.
Well, that was a 7.
Mm-hmm.
9 plus 5.
It notices you guys this time, and it's charging. Evens Tarur, odds Frankie, odds for Frankie. So it's going to swing its battle axe. 12 plus 5. That will hit.
But it still hasn't raised an alarm.
No, it hasn't. That will be 9 damage. Frankie.
I draw my rapier. 6 plus 5.
6 plus 5 is 11. You just score its armor, unfortunately.
I think I have a pretty good shot at it.
Go for it.
11 total.
You hit. You actually go right where Frankie scored through the armor and pierce through the armor.
11.
And you kill it. Both half ogres are down. No one actually has noticed in the camp. Let me just double check. Yeah, no one in the camp has noticed. Ow. Frankie, Tarur, you want to do some good berries?
Yeah. I covered 9 berries.
You guys duck back into the brush, and what about the companions, everyone else?
Look, I caught 11 butterflies and moths.
But don't actually stick your face in the horn. Because they didn't come back.
No, they didn't. They didn't.
Okay.
Proud of you, buddy.
This is Ayana. Where are the other two?
Sorry, did you mean us?
Is that blood?
No.
Deception?
It is the night of the crit.
Oh, all right.
No, it's like berries or something. Tara found some.
Yeah, do you want one?
I'm good. Thank you.
The last one.
All right. She pops it in and regains 1 hit point. Her arm heals.
Yeah, weird how that happens.
Weird, huh?
Does she notice?
Probably not. Anna, please roll insight.
16 plus 2.
Anna, you have a feeling your companions were doing something.
Tarver, just a moment of your time.
What's up?
Where were you?
Just thought we'd scout a little lower down.
And what did you find?
Not much.
Try for deception.
I mean, it wasn't much.
11.
-2.
I mean, it wasn't much.
Anna, he's withholding something from you.
Oh, I know he's withholding something from me. Frankie!
What? Gosh.
Frankie, where were you just now? Making out?
We weren't doing that. We weren't, like, I would never, like, touch a teammate like that. Like, that's not something I'm okay with. Like, we're a companion. Like, I wouldn't, it gets messy. Like, you're not supposed to do that. Like, I wouldn't do that.
I believe you, buddy.
She got an 18 on that anyway, so. I don't know if that was supposed to be like performance or deception, but
performance.
What does she? What's her
Plus
motto?
2.
+2? Okay.
However, let's do it at a disadvantage.
You're a jerk. Also, she's
17, so it doesn't really matter.
Doesn't really matter. Anna, you gonna believe that?
I do not believe that Tarur would do such a thing. I believe him to be a man of moral standing. I would believe anything of Frankie.
So, what are you gonna lead your group to do, Anna?
Well, first thing that we should do is check and see if there are any guards at the gate.
Yeah, we should do that.
You go up to the gate. You all notice the 2 dead half ogres with a couple arrows in them.
Yeah, that's weird.
You recognize the arrows.
Listen, I went to the temple with Melinda Featherwhite, and I'm not as gullible as Anna.
No, you're not. Please mark down that you're not very gullible. I'm going to give you advantage to any checks against lying or being deceived. Just that for what you said.
I appreciate that you're so in love with Nowheres, because I am too.
He's awesome.
He's a great guy.
And there you have it. Another episode is in the books. That was the first episode of the Slave Ring arc, and I gotta say, I love it when sneaky characters sneak. But I also can't get that image of Frankie and Tarur making out of my head. Nice going, Frankie. If you want to share your thoughts on that little exchange or anything else that stuck to you from this episode, you can do that through the magic of social media at K&K Play D&D on Facebook and Twitter. And don't forget to hit share and like. Let your friends know about us. We'd love for them to join us here in our community. All music was written and performed by Karin. And finally, I'm the first K, the Keith, signing off. Thank you for listening and be well.